Hi, everybody. I want to start by thanking you all for the ways you've shown up and made your voices heard in these challenging and unprecedented times. And I want to ask you one more time, in this defining moment, when America needs us again, to do all you can to get out the vote. As people of faith, we know all too well the historic consequences of this election. We see the failure of justice far too often in our communities and on our streets. We see our loved ones treated differently and denied their basic human rights because of the color of their skin. We see the outright rejection of the inherent humanity of all God's children in ways that grieve the Almighty, and we know this to be true. That isn't who we are. As people of faith and as Americans, we have a higher calling. As the Lord tells us, I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. Those promises sustained our ancestors and all the generations who marched and organized and fought our fights before us. Today, we're inspired by a new young generation that leads us forward towards the promises of hope and a future and a story that's ours to write. We can't abandon them in their push for change. Not now. They need our help. They need our vote. My friend and brother Joe Biden calls this election a battle for the soul of our nation. That's why I'm fighting so hard for him. He's more than up to the task. He shares our belief that God is greater than our challenges and our future is ours to write. On Tuesday, let's turn up and turn out, remembering the words of Scripture. Let us not become weary in doing good, for at the proper time, we will reap a harvest if we do not give up. God bless all of you, and see you at the polls.